So earlier this week, I made a video talking about the best budget players in Madden 21 that you can get around for about 50K, budget beasts, all that good stuff. But I wanted to make a video going over the players that are a little bit more mid-range, not the top level players that cost 400,000, 500,000 or a million coins, but those that are in about the 150,000 coin range for the people that really want to make competitive teams. These are going to be the players that you want to go after. Not that you can go and get all of these guys, but you can get them as you're able to build your coin stack and you can build a competitive squad. Shout out to Hanan Tanvir from the comments for recommending this video to me. I hope I didn't butcher your name, but he gave me the idea. So let's go ahead and talk about, I guess, upper level budget beasts. But before that, a quick word from our sponsor. For the cheapest Madden coins available, check out my sponsor, One Stop Mutt, to start building that God Squad you've always wanted today. Use code WAZ to get 15% off your order. Now, just like the 50K budget beast, I'm going to do a top 10 here with the most important positions, at least in my opinion. I left offensive linemen out of this. If y'all want me to include them in a later video, maybe I'll throw in another two, do top 12. So let me know if you want to see offensive linemen. I just don't think offensive linemen are worth it at this price point, but we can still talk about them if you want. But for the first guy here at quarterback, we're going to go with Russell Wilson. You have a couple options here like Elway, and Lamar is not too much more terribly expensive, but I went with Russell Wilson because he's a little bit below. He's about 115,000, 120,000 coins. Very good card, and what I want to implement into these lists, these budget beasts, regardless of whether they're the less expensive, the medium expensive, or the most expensive, are guys that you can potentially upgrade in the future that are going to get upgrades. Russell Wilson should be getting an upgrade card pretty soon. So 87 overall, he's got 78 speed, so he's got decent enough speed to run around in the pocket and scramble if you need to pick up some yards. 84 throw power is very good, 85 short accuracy, 84 mid, 87 deep accuracy, and 85 throw under pressure with 86 throw on the run. Russell Wilson is a very good all-around quarterback as opposed to like Elway and Lamar. Elway's just really good at passing, Lamar's really good at running, and they're just decent at everything else. Russell Wilson's a very good, well-rounded quarterback, and I think he's going to be getting a big upgrade soon, so definitely one that I would look into picking up. For running back, I decided to go with the 88 overall Christian McCaffrey. Now, I really like McCaffrey in real life. Obviously, he's a phenomenal player. Usually in Madden, his card doesn't seem to play very well, but this early in the year, I'm personally having a lot of trouble when I go up against. Maybe the players I play with him are just very good, but he's 88 overall with 85 speed, 87 excel, 89 agility, 89 carrying. He's pretty good at catching at 78, and the big thing with him is the 89 change of direction. Obviously, his truck is absolutely garbage. At 48, it's just really bad, but 78 break tackle is not bad. This is a very good elusive card. He's a good receiver out of the backfield. He does everything very well except for running guys over. It's just a really great running back to have on your squad, and for about 130,000, 140,000, he'll definitely be getting upgrades throughout the year. So this is a great one to invest in and get on your team earlier in the year. Now, my first pick at wide receiver is probably going to be one that a lot of people don't agree with, but it's going to be Tyler Lockett here for about 95, 100,000 coins, specifically the Superstar MVP one though. So obviously he's an 86 overall with the 88 speed, 79 jump, 87 catch, 85 spectacular. But the most important thing for this Superstar MVP Tyler Lockett is that he does get abilities for free, specifically Return Man, and for a budget, you can get these abilities for absolutely free and put him on the squad. That's why I have him on there, because not only is he a very good receiver, he's very fast at 88 speed, but once you have Return Man on there, I've returned multiple touchdowns with him. It's very nice to have just for free. So if you are building a budget squad, this is probably one of the bigger budget players on the team for just under 100,000. Even if you just put him at your 4th or 5th wide receiver, you can have him on there for Return Man, even if you don't want to use him for your wide receiver. And for my second pick of wide receiver, this actually goes just a bit above the budget here at about 160,000 coins. Roddy White. If you are patient and you try to snipe this card, you can probably get him for 150 or a little bit lower, but the 88 overall Roddy White is a very good card. You got 86 speed, 89 jump, 87 catch, 87 catch in traffic, 84 spectacular, 85 short route running, 87 mid route running, and 83 deep route running. Now, this is a very good card. He doesn't just have like super high speed to boost his overall, even though the rest of his stats are kind of crap or whatever. So he's a very good card all around the board. I've played against this one a couple of times in weekend league and regular seasons. He's very difficult to defend if you don't have an elite level cornerback. So for a budget for about 150,000 coins, this is a great wide receiver. Probably the best one in the game right now that you can pick up for around that price point. At tight end, and this one is also a little bit above the budget. It's close. It's an average. It's close to 150,000. Is George Kittle for about 160,000. Obviously an 87 overall tight end. George Kittle is definitely going to be getting upgrades throughout the year. So 87 overall, 81 speed for tight ends, very good. 89 catch, 85 catch in traffic. All of his stats are very good. That 87 short route running is very good, but Kittle is faster than a lot of tight ends. There are faster tight ends in the game, but all around, he's one of the best ones. He always seems to hold on to the ball regardless of the level of his card. He's just one of the best tight ends for me. He always plays very well. Just a reliable receiver, and I love having him on my team. Right now, I'm actually using the 82 on my team, and he's still very good, but this 87 overall is even better, and he will be getting an upgrade soon, so you may as well invest now and get one of the best tight ends in the game, because once he gets an upgrade, this price is going to shoot up to over 200,000 easy. Now, some of these defensive positions were a little bit bit harder for me because you basically have guys that are way, way below the 150,000 coin budget beast mark that I set for this video. And then the other tier of guys are like way, way above it, like 300,000 coins. So some of these guys are definitely a little bit lower. Like the first one we're going to talk about here is Calais Campbell at defensive end. He's only 73,000 coins, which is obviously about half the price as some of the other guys on this team. And he's not super fast, but he is an incredible run stopper. So 86 overall with only 64 speed. He is not a speed rusher. I want to be very clear here. He's a very good card, but he is not going to be running people down in the backfield. He's going to be a good run stopper. And if he has enough time, he can get to the quarterback, but he's not going to be getting after Lamar Jackson. 83 strength, though. Look at his other stats, though. 83 strength, 86 tackling, 87 play rec, 87 block shed with 87 power move and 82 finesse move. He is a very, very good player to have on that interior to the outside of your line as long as you're not doing a speed rush off the edge. Very, very good card. Definitely, I think he's the cheapest one on this list, but he's a very good card, and Calais Campbell's definitely going to be getting an upgrade later in the year like a lot of these other cards. So a good one to invest in now if you want to slot him in at D-tackle and have some faster guys on the edge. You can totally do that too. But I wanted to do one more traditional run defensive lineman, so Calais Campbell is who I'm going with here. Kind of in the same vein as Calais Campbell there, I went with a much cheaper middle linebacker that's just a good run stopper. Takeo Spikes here, 86 overall, again only like 78,000 coins, around that range. 81 speed though, 83 excel, 80 strength, 86 tackling, 85 play rec, 83 block shed, and 86 hit power. So I know these two guys are much lower than the 150,000 coin threshold. I wanted to put in a couple of good run stoppers in here that aren't just your traditional flyer on the field, because most of those guys are either way too expensive or they're much cheaper than these guys. They're like 40,000-50,000 coins, which you can go watch my other video for a fast user middle linebacker. But these guys were definitely above the threshold from the last video, which was around 50,000 coins, but they are very far below the 150,000 coin threshold that I had set for this video. But again, I just wanted to put a couple of good run stoppers in there just because I feel like I don't address that very much. This isn't going to be someone that you're probably going to have on the field on third down. You're going to have a safety and a sub linebacker. Same with Calais Campbell, unless you put him in the middle there. He's a good pass rusher from the middle, but just not a whole lot of speed. But I just wanted to get these guys in here. Don't go down in the comment telling me there are better players. I know there are. I just wanted to address some of the better run stoppers in the game. Next couple, they're going to be faster guys. So at cornerback, I am going with Roddy White for just under 100,000 coins. This is kind of a similar reason that I went with Tyler Lockett. If you're building a budget squad, I assume you're on a bit of a tight budget, so you want to save training where you can. He has the abilities on him already. We can go take a look at his abilities over here. He gets the improved knockouts and man versus short routes, and then press wins fatigue versus the receiver. So if you're going to run a lot of man defense, Roddy White's a very good one. 86 overall with 86 speed, 88 excel, 84 agility, 83 play rec, 85 man coverage, which is very good right now in the game, 81 zone, and 83 press. So obviously he's not going to be good as the Byron Jones or the Denzel Ward that just came out, but those guys are much more expensive than this list. He's a little bit below, but a very good one with the free abilities. Those free abilities do cost for a good bit. So Roddy White, I have him on my team. He makes a lot of great plays. Definitely one you should consider picking up, even if you don't want him at your cornerback one position, because you probably should, if you're going to break the bank, have that be at your cornerback and safety positions on defense. So Roddy White can be your second or third cornerback, but still he's a very valuable player on my team. Now at free safety, I am going to go with Steve Atwater. So you have two choices here. You can either go below the budget that we have at 150,000. You can get him for about 100,000 for his 87 overall, or you can go a little bit above, get to about 200,000 and get his 89. This is a very good free safety either way. If you can't quite afford the 89, the 87 is going to do you just fine for now. Looking at the 89's attributes, 86 speed, 87 excel, 88 tackle, 88 play rec, 89 pursuit. Those are all really good ones that you want for your free safety. 86 zone coverage versus 76 in man, so you want to play him more in zone if you can. And then 89 hit power, something that a lot of free safeties don't have. They either seem to have a really high hit power or they don't. Atwater has a high hit power, and for me personally, I like both of my safeties to have a really high hit power. Atwater gets it done, so if you can't quite afford his 89, just drop it down to his 87. Neither one are quite around that 150,000 mark that I set for this video, but they're both still good options, whichever one you can afford. And the last one on the list is strong safety, Adrian Wilson. 87 overall. This is a very good card for the price point. You can get him just around 150,000. So he's got 86 speed, 86 excel, 86 tackling, 85 play rec, 87 pursuit, 84 zone coverage versus man coverage, so you're going to want him in zone more than man. Again, I use him my strong safety most of the time anyway, so not a problem for me. And then 87 hit power. So this is a very good strong safety. Obviously, we just got the 90 overall limited Jamal Adams into the game. This Adrian Wilson actually stacks up pretty well against him if you look at their stats side by side. He's not going to be as good as Jamal Adams, and he probably won't get an upgrade as soon. I don't know. We'll see when Jamal Adams gets another upgrade. But the point is, he's going to be a very good one if you can't spend 800,000 coins on Jamal Jamal Adams or 400,000 or 500,000 on Isaiah Simmons. Both of those cards are better than Adrian Wilson for sure, but for the price point, you really can't beat this at 150,000. Very, very good strong safety. So if your coin stack is hanging around at about the 100,000 to about the 200,000 range, all these players can be picked up for somewhere in that range. If you need to pick up a player to slot into your team, these are some of the best options in my opinion. Of course, let me know down in the comments if you agree or disagree. Let me know why, give me other names, all that fun stuff. Don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Leave a like on this one. Thank y'all so much for watching. If you want to go watch my video on Budget Beast, you can get around 50K. You can go watch that right here. And if you need a little more coins figuring out how to do, I got a sniping tutorial right here that you can go check out. Anyway, I hope y'all did enjoy watching that one. And as always, I will see y'all in the next one.